Hello, my name is Bruce and welcome to my channel. I am in Southern Oregon, right near the California border, and I'm in the Cascade-Siskiyou National Monument, which is my backyard playground. Now on my channel, I've had some videos where I've been adventuring, riding through the Cascade-Siskiyou National Monument, but I've never really had a sort of a focused series on rides and adventures that I do within this monument. And the nice thing about the Cascade-Siskiyou National Monument is there's a lot of opportunities for an old rider like myself to stay on the pavement or maybe some easy gravel roads, and all the way to rocks and ruts. It's got it all. And so if you're interested in knowing a little bit about the Cascade-Siskiyou National Monument, and especially motorcycle riding, senior rider, what I do, stick around and I'll give some more details of the videos that I'm going to be making. The Cascade-Siskiyou National Monument sits at the border of Oregon and California. It was established in the year 2000, covers 170,000 acres of land in Southern Oregon with a small portion in Northern California. Of the 170,000 acres, 112,000 acres is BLM, Bureau of Land Management, federal land. 52,000 acres is private land, mostly timber companies, and 4,900 acres is California state land. National monuments, like the Cascade-Siskiyou National Monument, are not the same as a national park, although they may be managed through the Department of Interior or the Department of Agriculture in the federal government. They're set aside primarily to protect a resource, whether it's a biological resource, historic resource, or a geologic resource. National monuments are also established through presidential decree based on the Antiquities Act in the early 1900s, whereas national parks are established through an act of Congress. There are 138 national monuments in the United States. The Cascade-Siskiyou National Monument is the first national monument established to protect biodiversity at the convergence of three mountain ranges: the Cascade, the Siskiyou, and the Klamath Mountains. For the first episode of this series, I'm going to head south on old US Highway 99 up towards the Siskiyou summit. Then I'm going to cut over down the Colstein Road, which will take me into California. I'll head back north, a short stint on I-5, then back to old Highway 99, and I'll take a side trip over to Pilot Rock and Porcupine Mountain before heading back into Oregon to end this first day. Well, today I'm in the Cascade-Siskiyou National Monument taking a loop ride in the, let's see, I guess it would be the southwestern portion of the monument. Right now I'm riding up old US Highway 99. Used to be the main thoroughfare to get up and over Siskiyou Pass. It was originally used by Native Americans, and then it became a dirt toll road. After that, this road was a national road, like I said, Highway 99, and that was in about 1945, post-World War II. Became paved, and then in the 1960s the interstate highway was completed, Interstate 5, and it took a portion of the route of old Highway 99, but not all of it. So here I am on the old Highway 99 that still exists, and up ahead we'll cross under the interstate highway, where a lot of this highway was obliterated, I guess, or incorporated into the interstate. Well, my loop today will take me over the border of Oregon down into California for a few miles, and then I'll make a loop and come on back up to kind of where I am right now. So this will be a short day ride, just exploring part of the monument. And here's Interstate 5. We're almost to the top of the Siskiyou Pass. But we're not going to go over I'm not going to go over the Siskiyou Pass right now. I'll do that on my way back. And here's where the Pacific Crest Trail crosses over Highway 99 heading north. But we are going to turn right and get off of Highway 99, heading up to the area called the Colstein. We'll take Colstein Road to the south into California. I'm passing through the small settlement of Colstein. It's a residential settlement of about a dozen or so properties with homes on them, full-time all year long. This very isolated area. I guess you have to want to be alone. It's still in Oregon, but it's a long ways to get to the grocery store from here. Not sure if it shows through the GoPro camera, but up here is Pilot Rock. I'll be heading up in that area once I loop back. Well, you can probably tell that it's very dry out here, very hot, very dry. Typical what happens in summer. There is a large fire, I'd say about 70 miles to the north. I think it's around 30,000 acres fire. Fortunately for me, the smoke is not in this area. It's further to the north. Otherwise, I wouldn't get the vistas that I get. Fires here in Northern California and Southern Oregon can really put out some smoke. And because it is fire season, I am carrying, by law, too, a 2.5 pound fire extinguisher that I can get to really quickly on my motorcycle. It's required in Oregon by law this time of year if you're going to be going off the pavement. And although this is just a gravel road, I am off the pavement. Well, this road, the Colstein Road, basically parallels from the north and south direction. It parallels the farthest western portion of the Cascade-Siskiyou National Monument. So the National Monument is to the left of me. To the right is mostly dry ranchers and private lands. There's a lot of private land mixed in with the Cascade-Siskiyou National Monument. Well, I'm taking a little break right on the California and Oregon border. Here's the sign behind me for the fire danger level, and we are at high right now, and it's mid-July. There is, as I mentioned, a fire. It's quite a ways away from us, so I'm not really getting the effect of any smoke. But I'm going to head on down south just a little bit further through the small settlement of Hilt. And then I'm going to catch I-5 and head on it just for a couple miles back up into Oregon. And here is the little settlement of Hilt. Basically, it's a church and a few ranches. Well, other than the church, there is a liquor store in Hilt. Reached the southernmost point of my trip today, of my adventure. I'm going to have to hop on Interstate 5 for just a few miles. There's no other road to get up to the old Highway 99 if I don't take the interstate. I'm not a big fan of interstate highways, especially with the 390. But here we go. Well, I'm back on Highway 99, the old Siskiyou Highway. This is the Pilot Rock Road. It's a dead-end road. Dead ends on the boundary of the Soda Mountain Wilderness area. There's very few roads back here because of the Soda Mountain Wilderness is a roadless area. So this road just is going to take me in, and I'll come right back out the same way. And there's Pilot Rock. The road up here is rough, but it's not really technical. So it's called Pilot Rock because it was used by the early immigrants in the 1850s who would be coming across on the Applegate Trail. It was a alternative from the Oregon Trail. Applegate Trail came through here, and they could see the Pilot Rock from many miles away. Sort of led them up to the Applegate Trail, which is sort of to the left of this area. But now this is a popular climbing rock. It's fairly technical, somewhat dangerous if you're not skilled and careful. I believe it's about 5,700 feet in elevation. It's one of the taller peaks in the Cascade-Siskiyou National Monument, but there's a number of them that go up to over 6,000 feet. And the Pacific Crest Trail cuts across here as well. We'll see some of that. This is prime PCT through hiker time of year. They start out late winter in Mexico, mostly, and head up north, and they get to this area around mid-July, heading up to Canada. Here's the trailhead. Let's just go up here. See how many cars are in the parking lot. Exactly 0. Well, it is a weekday. If you came on a weekend, I'm sure there'd be a lot of people parked here. And Pilot Rock is a 25-million-year-old volcanic plug. It was a huge volcano that over the last 25 million years eroded, and that is, I believe, one of the vents that must have had a harder rock. But that is a long time ago. I am on a secondary road that I've been on before. It's got a dead end into the unofficial trail up to Porcupine Peak, which I've hiked. This road is going to be a little rougher, but since I've done it before, I think it's going to be fine. Well, Well, there must not be a lot of people that come down this road, because here's a tree that I'm not sure how long it's been, but you know, I'm not going to jump over that. I don't have that skill level. Let me see if I can move the log out of the way. All right, I made it. It's the PCT access point here in Soda Mountain Wilderness. I've been here before, back when it was really muddy. Well, the road up here was a little more rugged than I had remembered. Very rocky, but not too highly technical if I kept my momentum. Porcupine Mountain is a flat-top rock outcropping about 5,200 feet in elevation. I had hiked it a few years back. There's a rough trail that leads to the top. But today I'm just going to turn around and head back down off the mountain. Not sure if it shows up in the GoPro again, but there's Mount Ashland, which is the highest peak in this area, about 7,500 feet. But that is not in the Siskiyou National Monument. This is Siskiyou Pass that I'm on right now, about 4,400 feet. Right below me is Interstate 5. I guess it's to my right. And Siskiyou Pass is the highest pass on I-5 between Canada and Mexico at about 4,300 feet. Well, I enjoyed that ride. It was about 50 miles by the time I got home, so it wasn't a real long day ride, but I hope you enjoyed it too, and I'll have some more videos of the Cascade-Siskiyou National Monument coming up. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up, think about subscribing, and I'll see you next time on one of my senior moments.